And now, at last, we come to what at least I think is the only good movie on this week's show. It's called Chasing Amy, and it was written and directed by Kevin Smith, who made a name for himself a few years ago with a very low-budget comedy named Clerks that was well-written and very funny. Then he made Mallrats, a film so bad that Smith actually apologized for it. Now he's back with Chasing Amy, which is a terrific film, well-written, well-acted, about a love affair that forces a comic book artist to question all of his ideas about himself. Here's an early scene where the artist, played by Ben Affleck, runs into a woman he met at a comic book convention. She's played by Joy Lauren Adams, and she writes comic books too, and at this point, what he doesn't know is she's a lesbian.
What, you're saying you're from the burbs?
Middletown, New Jersey.
Get out of here! I'm from Highland.
I know, Hooper told me.
How is it we never ran into one another?
She begins to hang out with the artist and his two friends, played here by Jason Lee and Dwight Ewell.
Archie and Jughead were lovers.
Shut the...
It's true. Archie was the bitch and Jughead was the butch. That's why Jughead wears that crown-looking hat all the time. Be the king of Queen Archie's world.
More good dialogue here as the artist meets with two real-life friends who are the inspiration for his dope-addled comic book heroes. The guy on the right there is Kevin Smith, the movie's director, still playing Silent Bob, his character in Clerks and Mallrats.
I'm just having a little girl trouble.
Pressing charges? I get that a lot.
Finally becomes clear to Affleck that he is in love with this girl, even if she is gay, and he pours out his feelings in a heartfelt scene.
I love you. And not in a friendly way, although I think we're great friends. And not in a misplaced affection, puppy dog way, although I'm sure that's what you'll call it. I love you. Very, very simple. Very truly. You are the epitome of everything I have ever looked for in another human being. And I know that you think of me as just a friend, and crossing that line is the furthest thing from an option you would ever consider, but I had to say it.
Chasing Amy is a smart, funny, and surprisingly moving film, and it deals honestly with issues of sexuality with more wisdom and insight than you would even remotely expect from a film based in this slacker comic book doper milieu. Listening to these people talk, you realize that most movie characters are operating at 1/4 speed. The way the movie pulls together all of its plot points in a great final scene is very well handled, and Chasing Amy is more evidence that Kevin Smith is an original and promising talent.
I think so too, and you know, these are the buzzwords that we've been saying week after week. Intelligent. Sounds like people actually talking. I would ask the screenwriters out in Hollywood who's missed this time after time, does this sound like anybody you have ever heard talking? And maybe they ought to go see Chasing Amy and hear what natural speech sounds like. I can't believe they don't hear it in their real lives. They don't reflect it in their movies.
Well, you take the opening scene of this movie. I don't know anything about, I don't care about comic books that much, but I found this fascinating because it was about what they really do and how they feel about it, and he's getting on the other guy's nerves. And when you hear that dialogue, you think about that old feeling, which doesn't have
nothing.
6 lines in it that anyone would ever say under any circumstances.
The test, I'm so glad that Fargo won, to go back, I'm so glad that Fargo, and a picture like this, won for Best Original Screenplay. These are the films, these scripts must be studied by people in Hollywood. They're on another planet. They're on another planet. Coming up next, our video picture.